Good morning, students of class 9. Today we will be starting off our computer class, that is information technology. Okay, now the first chapter, that is chapter 1, is communication skills. Clear? Now, communication skills. Now, the first topic what you have today in your class is communication cycle. Communication cycle is a process in which the data is passed from sender to the receiver. Okay, and from the receiver there comes the feedback. Okay, so basically the things which involved here are the sender, receiver, the messages. Okay, the messages are encoded, the messages are encoded from the sender side. As it goes from as it being received by the receiver, it is decoded. Clear? After the decoding of the data, okay, if the receiver understands the data, or else if you don't understand the data, it is going to send the feedback to the sender. Okay, if the receiver don't understand the data, it is going to send the information, or it is going to send the your what we can say feedback to the sender. Clear? That's what is communication cycle. Now, process of communication. Now, in process of communication there are 7 steps being involved. Clear? Now, the first one is sender. Sender means the person who is sending the message or sending the information or the data. Now, message. Message is that particular information or that particular data that is being conveyed. Clear? That is to be sent. Okay, so suppose if you want to send any information, okay, you want to send your CV, you want to send your audio, you want to send your video. Clear? You want to send a particular document. It can be anything. It can be an image. Clear? Now, encoding. That message is to be encoded. That message is to be kept secretly. Okay, so that other person won't let know that this is a particular information that is being conveyed. Okay. Now, communication channel. Communication channel means basically the way, or basically that person being involved, that that communication channel is basically that in which the data is to be sent. Clear? Now, communication channels are basically the process in which data is to be involved, just like the wireless media or their wired media is being involved. If you talk about the wired media, if you talk about wired, then coaxial, twisted, fiber optics. Okay, this is the wired media. Okay, if you talk, and now this one is the wireless. This Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, then your infrared. These all things are the wireless. Clear? These all things are the wireless. The Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, infrared, all these are the communication channel through which the data is to be sent. Clear? Now, receiver. This receiver is that particular person who is receiving the data. Okay, decoding. As the message is being encoded by the sender from his end, the message is to be decoded by the receiver to understand what is the main topic of the message, what is the why the message is being sent. Okay, now as receiver decodes the message, if he understand the message, it might be possible that he don't understand the message, it might be possible that he understand the messages. Okay, the probability is there. Okay, as he get the message, on the basis of his understanding that whether he understood the data or he don't understand the data, he will send a feedback. Clear? He will send a feedback in the sense it will make sure that the feedback is being sent. Unless the feedback is received by the sender, okay, unless the feedback reaches the sender won't understand that the message is being conveyed. Clear? So that is what we have for process of communication. Now, effective communication. So how to make a communication effective so that it can be understood by both the sender and the receiver. It should be a meaningful communication. Okay, for making a communication to be effective, we have mutually accepted communication code. Okay, that code or that information which you are sending in the form of communication that should be easily understand by the sender as well as the receiver. It should not be there that sender is sending the information, he is not understanding it, or receiver is receiving that information, he is not understanding it. It should be understandable, that code should be easily understandable by both the parties. Okay, if suppose I give you an example, if sender is sending the information, clear, a sender is sending that information in English, and there is one person who don't understand English at all. Is that message relatable? If that message is effective, will it give you that? Will that give you any result at the end of the communication? Okay, no. So the language and the vocabulary that is used, that should be understandable, or that should be understood by both the sender and the receiver. Now, when you talk about well-coded messages, okay, we are talking about the encoding that is studied in communication in previous video, in the previous topic. Now, well encoded message, when you talk about well encoded message, the message should be understandable by both the sender. Well encoded means the message should be kept properly. Okay, that message should be easily that message should be secure. Okay, it should not be leaked. Okay, it should not be it should not be there, or that the person who is at the receiving end doesn't receive the data, someone else received the data. It should not be there. The message should be highly secure. Encoding technique should be used, and it should be crypted. Now, careful decoding of the message. Whenever the message is received by the receiver, it should be carefully decoded. Okay, it should be understood by the receiver only. It should not be there that the person who is receiving it, he don't understand it. Clear? Moving on to our next topic, that is the receiver response to the communicated message. Whenever the message is being sent, or whenever the message is being received, there should be a response which should be coming. There should be a response coming from the receiver. Now, when you talk about the receiver, that means he should give a feedback that whether he understood the message, whether he didn't understood the message. That will let the sender understood that whether I should resend the information, okay, in a more encoded form or more encrypted form, or I should go on for the next message that is to be delivered. Okay, clear? Now, that's what is for effective communication. Now, method of communication. Okay, I said you earlier that the definition of communication is a process to send information between a sender and receiver. The two parties should be involved. It may be a group of person. Okay, communication. Radio, that newspapers who are news anchors who are reading the news in your television. Okay, he's the sender. Okay, now you are the person who are listening to the news anchors of a respective news channel. He's the receiver. Okay, so just like if you're talking to someone, in their communication involves. Okay, you're talking to someone, he is talking to you, their communication is being involved. Whenever, so these all are the communication. Now, when you talk about communication, the first thing that comes is verbal communication. Verbal communication involves oral and written communication. Oral communication means you are talking to someone orally. Okay, you are giving him a information. Okay, by speaking through your mouth. Clear? And with the help of this information, he is receiving that information. Now, that is the oral communication. Okay, now there comes a topic called as written communication. Now, when you talk about written communication involves your information which is delivered to you in the form information being sent to you. Okay, you're sending someone information in the form of letters, notices. That's all comes under your written communication. So written communication is also a part of this verbal communication. Now, when you talk about non-verbal communication basically deals with your body language. Clear? Your body language which is being involved. Okay, how you are giving that information. Okay, how you are giving a particular information through your body languages. Now, when you talk about the body language basically involves your eye contact, your posture and gesture while you are talking to that person, your physical way of dealing with that person. Okay, how you are standing in front of that person. Clear? This all comes under your non-verbal communication. Now, when you talk about the audio-visual methods of communication basically involves an information which is sent in the form of audio, okay, or in the form of video, Okay, you might have heard that, you might have seen actually government of India spreading out, or government of India supporting very much schemes. Okay, so suppose there is a topic called cigarette smoking is injurious to health. Okay, now this is what they have given a video on this, that yes, smoking of cigarette is harmful. Okay, so this is an information which is being sent to you in the form of audio video. Clear? In the form of audio video, or you can say it audio visual. Okay, or that is audio visual mode of communication. Clear?